What's going on, guys? GregglesTV. These are the UAG cases for the Galaxy S8 Plus. From left to right, we have the Metropolis, and then we have the Pathfinder. Next, we have the Plasma, and then to finish it off, we have the Monarch. Now, these are extremely simple to put on cases, but they offer a lot of protection. They're some of the most highly rated cases you can get for any phone that they put these cases out for. So let's check out the Metropolis first. Now, I've kind of already done an overview video on these. If you want to check that out, I will link it in the description down below. But regardless, let's see how it looks inside the phone, because when I originally had these, I didn't have the phone. I kind of just did an overview video of these. And when this one is in your hand, it does not make the phone feel big in your hand at all. It feels very slim. In the fronts, you're going to see, I don't know if you can see that, but the fronts offer a lot of lip action to protect it from keeping it lifted off when it's on a flat surface, or if it fell, it's going to be elevated slightly. So keep that in mind. It should be fine in that regard. The buttons work really well. Also, when you go into the volume buttons, they're easy to press. Everything, the buttons feel really nice, really premium. You can see that at the bottom, you have access to the charging ports, all completely wide open, so that's great. And overall, just a very simple, but feels like it's going to protect it for the most part. Definitely on the back, you can see it gives you your camera a nice lip, elevated completely. So I love that. Very cool. I like UAG cases just because they're so simple, but they offer good protection. Next, we have the Pathfinder case. Now, this case is a little bit different. It's going to offer protection on the front and the back. So if you need it, you got it. Don't worry about it. But placing your phone in here just snaps right in, and I love that. You don't have to toy with it at all. And then this just flaps over. So if you need protection because you have kids or because you're always dropping your phone, might be perfect for you because it's offering protection on the front and on the back. You can see on the back here, it does offer some protection for the camera, not a ton. This is more of a soft kind of rubbery feel, so it's gonna offer a lot of grip for your hand. It's not gonna slip out of your hand, which is nice. And then, but you know, and it's just not a hard case, so it possibly still could break, I guess, but I wouldn't be that concerned. The inside is kind of like a velvet feel to it. And then on the inside, you can see I still have access to pressing all these buttons. The volume keys work good. The power button works good, so you don't have to beat the Bixby button. Works fine, so that is nice. And I'm just not a huge fan of cases that cover the front, but if you are, you might love this one. And you can see at the bottom that the ports are all wide open, so if you need access to those, you shouldn't have any trouble with pressing or getting at those ports. Next up, we have the Plasma case, and the Plasma case is kind of like a frosted see-through case. Again, another simple kind of case, very similar to the Metropolis case in a lot of ways. It feels a little bit thicker than the Metropolis case, very slightly, not a lot, but just ever so slightly maybe. And you still can see the back of the phone a little bit. The camera offers nice protection. It's going to elevate it, so if it fell on its back or if it was just laying there, the camera's not going to be touched at all. At the bottom, you can see the ports all wide open, easily accessible. The buttons work really well. You can see I just pressed the power button, that worked fine. And then the volume keys work well as well. So overall, a nice looking case, feels good in your hand, doesn't feel slippery. None of these cases feel slippery when you hold them in your hand. This one offers some protection at the top and at the bottom. The sides not so much because of the elevated screen where it has that Edge Infinity display. But it's definitely gonna offer some nice protection, but I wouldn't call it the most protective case for sure. And then lastly, the Monarch case. So let's place the phone in here. Buttons work good. They feel good in your hand, kind of rubbery feeling. The ports at the bottom, easily accessible. The camera on the back is protected. You get a lot of lip action in the back there. At the top here, you get very good amount of lip to protect it from laying flat on the surface so that it doesn't, the screen doesn't touch that surface. The sides they're hard, but again, you can't offer that much protection on the side because you have to be able to give access to that edge display. Overall, all these cases are really nice, going to offer you a lot of protection. If I had to guess which case offered the most protection, I mean, just because it offers front protection as well, I'd probably go with this Pathfinder case. As for just overall protection in terms of, daily usage, so, it's just easy to use. These three cases are very, very similar with protection, and they're easy to put on. There's nothing blocking the front. So I would definitely look into those cases as well if you like simple but protective cases. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Thanks for watching. If you want to pick any of these cases up, I will link them down below as well. Very good cases. I've used UAG cases for years now, and I've always been happy. Never had any issues with them. Thanks for watching. I will see you down the road. Peace!